that say?
Oh.
Wow, look at that.
Nice.
Fancy. Look at that. Look at that.
I had one of those once.
Look at him dropping his, just barely, not even do his first show yet.
Not even
even
actually,
his first show.
Ain't even had your first segment yet, and this motherfucker already has merch. Funny how that works. I'm blaming it on the complexion. We're taking it there.
Well, I know some people.
Yeah, we sure you do.
Yeah.
And no
If you
guy
weren't
that
such
knows
a
a guy.
dick, people would do it for you.
Knows a
too.
white guy that knows a white guy that knows a white guy that knows a white guy.
Several white guys involved.
Speaking of white guys, turn in tomorrow to see this blackberry sour ale from C7. Spoiler alert.
Don't be predicting the future, motherfucker.
I'm just spoiler alerts.
It doesn't get very good reviews. That's a fact. The
You know-
best thing you can say about it is it doesn't taste like 100% piss.
You know what else doesn't get good reviews this week in football? Because it was a shit show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, heavy on the shit.
Yes,
Raiders
lots
won,
of
so
shit.
I'm all good.
Heavy on the
That Chiefs
shit.
one too.
Without a coach. Yeah, so yeah, y'all,
have a coach?
y'all are doing better without a
Yeah,
coach.
Exactly. We got rid of that negativity.
Yeah,
There's no more Michelin tire comments being tossed around the fucking locker room.
It was a
Well.
distraction.
Pure distraction. I actually heard, so I was reading today about that. They said since John Gruden retired, originally they said that he retired or resigned or whatever they classify as the whatever reword they're using there.
Yeah.
He is no longer due the entirety of the contract, but sorry, but he is. And so he's got a lawsuit going, like literally in the works, going against the Raiders organization, and they're looking to settle outside of court with him for an undisclosed amount of money, which I'm pretty sure he's going to say
Works just like
"Give me that
players.
60
if you-
fucking million.
It works just like player contracts. If you decide to retire, guess what? They still got to pay you.
Yeah.
But he
I wouldn't
was
be
kind
surprised
of
if Mark Davis just gave
terminated,
it
but
to him.
not by the franchise.
No,
he was terminated
he
by
jumped
the,
ahead of it.
Yeah.
He jumped ahead of it, and
So
he
it's-
left ahead of time and said
all
he
about the
did not
language.
want to be a
The
distraction.
language in the contract.
He literally beat that loophole by about 27 hours.
So if they had
I thought-
fired him for actions detrimental to the team, they wouldn't have owed him a dime. But
Right.
since he resigned ahead of the fucking curve, they owe him the entirety of his contract, unless they can convince him to take half.
I bet that was part of the way to get him to bow out. I'm sure Mark Davis don't have a problem giving that man his money.
No, for sure. No, Mark Davis has stupid
no, and
money.
I think he'll still keep him as a
And a
coach
stupid
in like some
haircut.
little basement locker room with like headphones and like some guy running with fucking notes back and forth. Like,
Why does Mark Davis look like a real life Chucky doll with that fucking haircut?
he does.
Yeah.
is that a
He's got a Cabbage Patch Kid haircut.
what
with
was
no
the
chin.
coach's nickname? Chucky. How does
Yeah.
this? You see the correlation here?
Are you scissoring
Halloween.
over there? Were
Yeah.
they scissoring? Is that
No,
what you're
no, that was
insinuating?
all four fingers, so it was like an origin.
Wow!
damn.
Wow! The
They got-
Raiders are taking all four fingers.
Oh my
Well, they went to
God.
Vegas. What else are they going to do in Vegas?
Yes, you have a point
If
there.
you don't put your four fingers somewhere in Vegas, you failed.
What happens in
Looking at
Vegas
you,
stays
Joe
in
Bank.
Vegas,
Yeah.
unless you're John Gruden.
What? No.
that happened before he was in Vegas.
Exactly. That was when he was an analyst for Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
So technically, it didn't happen in Vegas. There you go.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
And Al Michaels wears women's underwear. So who cares? You know? Who cares?
Nah, nobody cares.
Deleting emails, calling people racist names, wearing women underwear. It is what it is.
Thought it was a
It's
Speedo.
fine in 2021. I mean, women's underwear is fine, but you gotta watch what you said. Watch what you type.
Watch what you type. Make sure you stand up for the flag. Yeah. Watch it.
Words are literally violent.
Keep your friends close and your enemies even closer.
Words are literally violence.
Whatever happened to sticks and stones, man? I don't know.
Right.
The pen is mightier than the sword.
The SWAT.
So let's jump into week 6 of the NFL.
Yeah.
We still have one winless team, one undefeated team.
Who's fucking winless?
Detroit, isn't it?
Detroit.
Oh shit.
Detroit's going for triple history.
Okay.
But we'll get to that. Started off Thursday, Tampa Bay at Philly. Nobody cares because Tom Brady threw a bunch of touchdowns and
And they
played a
still
shitty
almost
team.
fucking lost that game though, didn't they?
But it wasn't as close as it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of. It's like everybody, like they just kind of slack off in the fourth quarter. Oh, let's make it look good, guys. And then,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden the momentum switches and they're like,
Are you
oh shit.
accusing Tom Brady of trying to cover the fucking spread every week?
I hope so. Keep doing that, man. He's winning fucking
That's how he became.
games
That's how he
for
became
me.
a billionaire. He's been doing shadow fucking.
Oh, he's not
bets.
a billionaire. His wife is a billionaire.
Yeah, he didn't need to be
He's
a
just
She's
a
been,
billionaire.
billionaire's
she's, been,
husband.
she's been betting on fucking Patriots and
Yeah,
Buccaneers games. He's been
absolutely,
covering
yeah.
the fucking spread.
Yeah, haven't you seen the commercial? Have you seen the commercial? He's all into Bitcoin
He's
and
he's not doing that as legal
cryptocurrency.
activities. He never
She's-
cheats.
Tom Brady shaves points.
He probably shaves his
That's
legs
not,
too.
I was gonna say that's not all he shaves.
Probably shaves his pussy.
Yes, honey.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'll score 27
Tom
touchdowns
Brady does
this
not
year.
have a sponsorship with Manscaped.
No, probably not. He's got sponsorship with like everybody else.
Nair.
so.
Yeah, with Nair.
Summer's Eve.
Shit, Hydra. 35 cents of every razor sold goes to breast cancer awareness and research.
Sunday kicked off with
Great segue.
another game in London. The Jacksonville Jaguars basically played at home since they always play in London. Almost lost in Miami.
It was a
But-
battle for Florida. They had it overseas.
But they
Obviously.
ended the longest losing streak in NFL.
Yeah, they did.
20 games.
You know how much that
On a
cost
field
me?
goal.
Those fucking losers. If they would have won just one of those games, I wouldn't have kept betting on them.
They have more fans in London than they do actually in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I believe it.
Wow.
They probably got the same amount of fans in Washington as they do in Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
14.
I think you did bring it up. Like, they built a swimming pool in their stadium instead of extra stands, but
Chris Jericho's going to fill it with orange juice and swim in it.
another match, huh? You're calling it?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Speaking of shit in the bed, Houston played Indianapolis. Nobody really cares.
Yeah.
Green Bay slapped around their divisional rival, Chicago, which is just... What happened, Chicago? I thought you guys were supposed to be good.
Yeah, I thought they
Perennial
had like
powerhouse. What happened?
some kind of tough defense going on. It's the Bears. No, it's more like the
Did you see all the shit talking Rogers did at the? When
Yeah, I owed you the. I owe
Yeah,
you.
I
I owe
owe
you.
you.
I own you. Did his thing. I own you to the fans.
For anybody that had him on a fantasy, threw two touchdowns and then ran one in. And like, how often does Rodgers run one in? That's what we're talking about. Just
Right.
like,
It's
I'm
been a
just
while.
gonna shove it in your face, Bears.
right.
How's that?
Actually had to do a plug and play with that guy and pull him off my bench for Russell Wilson this week, and I was like, "Come on, motherfucker, you better do something," because he's been kind of lifeless this whole season.
Not as lifeless as fucking Lamar Jackson. I cut his fucking ass this week, just flat out. Just fuck him. Fucking stupid ass.
What's going on with Mahomes, man? 2 more picks?
Well, you
The
see,
novelty wore off.
here's
It's
the thing.
called
No
covering
more
the fucking
beginner's
spread.
No, what it's
There
called
was-
is
no-
catch the fucking ball, receivers. So I feel like the receiver has his hands going like this, and the ball touches him. Like, here's the ball, here's the hand, and he doesn't catch that, and somebody else fucking does. That's on the receiver, bro. That's not an interception. That should be a fucking fumble.
You know what? I blame the equipment manager.
It's not
of
like
the
he
Kansas
threw a bad
City Chiefs.
pass.
Because if they went and got the Dick's Sporting Gloves fucking shit, then put the thing together and mix the logo.
Yep.
It's got that sticky shit on the outside of it to make it
Yep.
help you catch the fucking ball better.
Stick 'em.
They don't use those. They want to use golf gloves like a bunch of fancy asses. No, use the same cheating ass gloves everybody else does.
Like, I'd be more upset about the turnovers if it wasn't just like literally balls touching receivers' hands and then being caught by a defensive back. That's what's killing them. Like the not catching the ball and the crucial fumbles. Yeah, Mahomes is throwing a career high in fucking
He threw
interceptions.
for almost, and then he almost threw for 400 yards.
Yeah, 390. What 8?
397.
397. Yeah, getting after it.
What happened to Washington? Washington was supposed to be a decent team. Is it just because Fitzmagic got hurt?
No,
Yeah.
it's
Is that
Alex Smith
literally?
retired.
That's absolutely what it is.
It has to be. I mean, like they've
That's his Hall of
completely-
Fame fucking vote right there, dude. We got to vote him into the Pro Bowl because you know what? If he was playing, he'd be a Pro Bowler this year.
Dude, the running back led their team in rushing and fucking catching, and he only had 8 catches for 56 yards. That was, and he had 47. I point that out because he was a former Seahawk. So, like, if you have J.D. McKissick,
Sounds
he's
to me like
basically
there's
It's not
possibly
even their starting
like,
running back though. Antonio Gibson.
well, no,
is.
because he's he's the third down back.
Yeah.
Like he's
And he
just
can
that
catch
workout.
better.
That team's been hit with an ancient Native American curse. Nobody wants to talk about it.
It's because
Right.
they changed the name.
No, they need to go ahead and finish changing the name.
Yeah, that's what it
They
is.
didn't change the name. They
No.
just deleted and have not entered the new name yet.
Right.
Delete.
This is a
We
new-
are
it's-
the football
it's
team.
New player. Yeah.
The Washington football team. That's literally what it's
Yeah,
called.
yeah. That's what it sounds like on the game when you've gotten way too far into simulations. The quarterback has been playing great today. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Wait, who?
This Madden simulation is
Right.
fucking broke.
Minnesota and Carolina went to overtime.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. The Chargers completely shit the bed against Baltimore.
Yeah, that
I
was
don't know
kinda
what
puzzling.
happened. Like
Yeah, I think we both picked the Chargers to win that game, didn't we?
they completely shut down
think they did,
Herbert and Eckler.
And they shut down Mike Williams as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
They should like their whole team just didn't show up.
Yeah,
34-6, your team didn't show up. So moving on, Detroit. We talked about that. They're still winless as they lost to
They're trying to be the,
the Bengals.
only team in the history of sports to have 2 winless seasons.
They might. Hey,
Hey, Detroit, you got to silver linings. You got to win
Ophers.
something, right?
Ophers wearing loafers.
some controversy with the Giants. We had talked about their injuries had gotten stacked up last week, and the coach decided to start Daniel Jones anyway after having a concussion. And yeah, he looked like he had a concussion the whole game. And they scored 11 points.
Shit. This man was actively playing with CTE.
Right, yeah.
I hope that's a quick segue.
The
to
Rams
Browns.
completely.
Oh, shit.
Like, he was picked off 3 times. I think he couldn't figure out which color blue he was throwing to,
Well,
even though
yeah, no, they're-
they weren't wearing. The Rams weren't wearing blue.
Well,
So-
that's the thing. The result of the concussion knocked out his fucking retinas and shit. He couldn't see color at all. He just seen different shades of gray.
I mean, for the guy's name is Judge. Like, he's a bad judge of fucking character. Like, he should not be a coach. Like, go
They
back
need,
to
they need to just have Saquon Barkley play every fucking position on offense.
which he's hurt too.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right.
Speaking of injuries, Cleveland played Arizona, which is still undefeated, and he lost Kareem Hunt, the other running back.
Who's
Yeah.
injured going
Chubb.
into that shit?
Yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah,
like.
he was
Damn, are they really going to start playing
Questionable going into the game.
And then they
Baker Mayfield?
yeah, Baker Mayfield goes down with a shoulder injury.
Did you see that shit when he went down?
Uh-huh.
Landed with his arm out and literally like, I don't know what angle. Like he must have landed with his elbow inside of his elbow first or something because that shoulder came the fuck out.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
He looked like a
Call up
hunch.
Johnny Football and Tim Tebow.
He looked like a hunchback.
He's gonna actually try to play through that shit.
And then we brought it up earlier. Vegas beat up on Teddy Bridgewater. Like, everybody's beating up on Teddy Bridgewater this
That's
year.
been Teddy Bridgewater's job since he came in the NFL. He's like the NFL's version of a job guy. He just gets beat the fuck up by everybody. It's horrible.
Dallas and New England had a pretty fucking crazy game, like where they kept swapping lead changes in the last couple minutes.
Because they can't figure out who sucks worse.
Dallas ended up winning. CeeDee Lamb, thank you very much. Get to the Sunday night game, which, again, Seattle always brings drama. The end of that game, dude, DK, just step out of bounds.
Yeah.
All you had to do is step out of bounds. And, like, I don't know if you guys saw this, but, like, him and Sterling Sharp are in, like, this Twitter feud. Yeah.
Sterling Sharp or
Shannon
Shannon
Or no,
Sharp?
Shannon Sharp. My bad.
I was
my
like,
bad. My bad.
that's very out of character for Sterling Sharp.
Him and Shannon Sharp. My bad. I got the Sharps. I apologize.
What,
but-
what's going on with Shannon Sharp and DK?
Well, he said, "Don't be the hero, man. Like you had the ball. Just step out of bounds."
Yeah.
Because he coughed it up. If you didn't see it, he caught the ball. He could have stepped out of bounds, stopping the clock, but instead he tries to run with it, gets the ball punched out. Freddie Swain picks it up, and then has to run it over so they could spike it with like 2 seconds left,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yep.
which was just fucking utterly ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it's
Bonehead plays, but he's young.
Yep.
It happens.
yeah.
He's still a kid, NFL wise,
And he's mega talented. So.
Yeah. and he wants to be the hero. So I mean, it is what
Which-
it is.
Talking about drama, Monday night's game, Buffalo, Tennessee.
Oof. drama. The only drama that was involved in that game was that fucking spousal abuse that Derrick Henry put on his former wife, the Buffalo Bills defense.
Yes, he did have 143
Whoop
yards.
that ass, son. What the hell?
What about the very end of the game? A 101-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, wiped away by a holding penalty.
Hey, man, that's the emphasis of the league, bro.
Buffalo pushes the ball. They're literally on the 4-yard line. And instead of kicking the ball to go to overtime, what do? They try to sneak it,
Yeah.
and the game's over just
Yep.
like that.
It's because you don't have any confidence in your defense.
Especially against Derrick Henry.
Yeah, because they just gave up, it's like 170 yards and 3 touchdowns to Henry. Like
143 plus whatever he caught receiving.
Yeah. Pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah.
So, week 6 is a wrap with still Arizona undefeated
Yep.
and only Detroit as the no wins. But, it's Detroit, so. But if you want to win, go to the Hippie House in Tacoma. The premier glass emporium of all matter.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of in all matter, the best vinyl shop.
I thought you were going to talk about the charcuterie.
Yeah, like, what the hell? Introducing the meats and sticks.
We'll get that.
cheese.
No, keep your meat sticks to yourself, man. We're trying to talk about Logan Harris Sign Company over here. And like you're talking
and
about your
shirt
meat and
maker.
sticks. Hit him up, 253-820-30 HarrisSignCo, gmail.com. Comics the Gathering. Don't forget about that. They've got their Magic tournaments still going on.
Every other Friday.
They've got
Every other
this Halloween mask contest giveaway coming
October
up.
30th.
30th.
11 a.m. to
Fest.
6 p.m.
That's all day. What else you can do on Sunday?
That is pretty much all day.
Yeah, Sunday. Sunday.
That's actually Saturday.
Oh, yeah, Saturday.
Yes.
Because, okay, Halloween's the next
Halloween's on
night.
Sunday,
Yeah.
Sunday.
My bad. I'm just all over the place.
Wow.
It's that charcuterie.
Hell yeah.
And with that,
He all hopped up on charcuterie, bro.
Hashtag.
Steve Smith.